Hello guys, and welcome to a plan with me for the week of Cinco de Mayo. And I'm going to be using my print impression inserts, which are in my print impression planner, which is over to the side, so I'm really bringing it on over. Here they are. Let's focus, girlfriend. There we go. Okay. I'm going to be using the Fiesta kit from SPC along with a Fiesta bundle from my shop. Here are the full boxes. The colors in this kit are so fun. There's that, and then I do have the 2 extra boxes that came with the kit. I did use some of the icons or the doodles from the doodle sampler, and then as I mentioned, I am using the Fiesta bundle, and I'm using it in a combo of gold hollow and the lime. So we've got the garland headers and like the little icons, scripts, full box overlays, the washi, and then taco love underlays. And again, this is a combo of gold hollow and lime. Grab my tweezers. Yeah. Where are you? There we go. Okay. There's a little tidbit. Let's get this, figure out the full boxes. So we got a million here. I hate this piñata. That will not be used. So we are going to definitely use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Honestly, I just know I want to use the food boxes and the Fiesta sign, so we'll just kind of like go with that. This week is a combo of a lot of things. Not a lot, literally 2. It's both my friend Madison from Plans in Wonderland, love her. Go check her out on Instagram. Her birthday and me and Andrea's friend anniversary, which is just so cute and wonderful, and I love it. And yeah. I'm just gonna jump into the stories of the week. So Monday was like my casual, you guys know the 5 things in the morning, payday, PO drop, groceries, McDonald's, filming, and then I did some planning. I laid down a bunch of bases that day, and then I did some work, and my stuff just took me too long. We didn't end up working on like orders that day, but I worked on other stuff, and then me and Chris went for a walk around the neighborhood, and then I was just a grumpy girl. Do I not have any days of the week? What the heck? What the heck? Did I quite literally let myself run out? I have some in one of my oops bags on top. Let's take a little peek. So apparently I just don't have any days of the week stickers. So I guess we're using date covers, which is bizarre. I literally never use them, but bringing them back for this spread only, I guess. We'll do date covers and no deco, or maybe I'll try doing the deco in the sidebar. I know some people are not in the sidebar, like by the where the holes are. I know some people do that. Anyhow, really thrown off, but we went for a walk around the block, and then I was a grumpy girl. I was just in like a permanent bad mood this week. It was really tragic. And then Tuesday, we worked all day. I watched The Fosters. Again, I was grumpy, miserable, had a YouTube binge, and I read. This week, I was reading the book called Rise of Kyoshi, which is like a tale in the Avatar: The Last Airbender world, and it's so good. 4 out of 5. It's actually rated really highly on Goodreads as well. So these are the font 5 date numbers in lime. They're also, like, if you get the bundle, that's the font they come in, or if you get the weekly essentials, this is the font that they're in. It's kind of fun to use the date covers for like the first time in forever. But yeah, so that's what I did then. Wednesday was one of my best friend Kieran. It was his daughter's 5th birthday. I literally can't freaking believe she's 5. Her name's Hazel, and she's a little cutie pie honey bunch, but turned 5. alive, which seems like fake news, but apparently it's real. And I did laundry, and I'm gonna be honest, it's the Monday of the following week. That laundry still has yet to be put away. I've just been a busy girl, what can I say? And then I'm doing this thing. It's only been 2 weeks in a row now where one of the days where Chris is streaming, I just kind of like take myself on a date. Nothing insane. I literally went to Sonic and got a pretzel and some onion rings and sat in my car with the sun shining on me and ate them, and it was fantastic. And then that night we had girls' night, and we did something a little different. We brought Bennett to dinner with us, and it was just so cute. We got hibachi, and he was just like so amazed by everything. And he also wore his Pikachu shirt because he knows I like Pokemon, which he's just the cutest little damn thing. So we went to hibachi and had so much fun. Then we came home, we played a couple of games of Candyland with Bennett, and it was so funny because like I won both of the games. And like, first off, me and Andrea are in the same mindset that you don't let a kid win. Don't let kids win because it just teaches them bad habits that people should let them win, when in fact people should not let them win, at least in our opinions. So he was in the lead, and he just kept saying, I'm in the lead, I'm in the lead. And then I got in the lead, and then I won, and then he just kept saying, Hannah always wins. But it was so cute, so fun. Had a great time doing that, and hopefully we will bring him with us again in the future. And then me and Andrea had a game night. We played Ark Nova, and Nick actually joined us for Ark Nova, and it was our first time playing it 3-player, and it was really fun. I ended up winning, which is great. And then we played a couple of other games. I know we played Dice Throne, we played Wingspan Asia, Everdell, I believe. Maybe a couple of other things. I don't know. We always are very productive on girls' night game night. We get through so many things. And then on like group game night, everything takes a million years. So Thursday, we did a deep clean of the house. Andrea was going to be coming over on Friday. And like, I have this like paranoia about like my people who, if people come over who is not like my immediate family, are going to think like I'm gross. So like, it's time for like a deep ass clean the baseboards type of cleaning when any sort of guest comes over. So me and Chris did a deep clean, and Chris mowed the lawn, and that's what struck up the allergy apocalypse for him. Ever since Thursday he was fine, but it's Monday now, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday he has been unwell with the allergies, let's just put it that way. He's literally right now in the shower to try to clear out his nose, but I believe my conclusion is that it got really bad because he'd been taking daily walks as like a form of exercise in the morning, and then he mowed the lawn. So I think that combo of things really did him in on the allergy front. So he's been on the struggle bus ever since, but we did a big cleaning situation, and then we worked. Watched YouTube. I was apparently sad that evening. Why? Don't know. Do I remember even being sad? No, couldn't tell you, but I marked it. And then we got Whataburger, and oh my god. So Whataburger is a 4-minute drive. I timed it. 4 minutes to get there. It took us from the time we left our house to the time we got back over an hour, or around an hour, because the service is just so terrible. Like, it's just so bad. So we were there for literally over an hour, or like an hour, waiting for our food, and it was really annoying. Hated that. And then I watched The Fosters while working. I marked that in a very bizarre order, but whatever. And then Friday was like hashtag best day ever. Andrea stopped by, and it was kind of funny because the reason she was stopping by here and why we decided to go to this specific bowling place was because she was gonna bring me bubble mailers. She no longer uses bubble mailers, she uses rigid mailers, and she had a plethora of bubble mailers in her arsenal, and they're just clogging up space in her storage unit. And so she's like, hey, do you want these? And I'm like, sure, if you're just getting rid of them, bring them on over. And then she proceeded to forget to bring them. So funny times. But she came over, and then this is so pretty. We had plans to go bowling that day. So we hung out, and then it was like 6 degrees in my house. She was freezing, so we're like, let's go. I'm hungry. So we went bowling. I forget the Spare Birdie maybe was the name of it. It's in Cedar Park, and it was really fun. I lost both games, and we got some snacks. We got pretzels, and I got these like Parmesan truffle fries. She got these like chicken and waffle sliders that like, when I think slider, I think like this big. No, they were like this big, full-sized, but called a slider. It's like a very America thing, in my opinion. But it was just so much fun. And then we were like, okay, let's run into Target. And I was like, oh my God, can't wait for you to see my Target, because it's straight up under construction and it's terrible. So we were in there, and she found a shirt for Disney, so that worked out great. But then there was the world's creepiest dude, like so scary. And he was like this is us. This is how close he was standing, like for the self-checkout, and all he was buying was a cherry Pepsi. So I like walked around the cart because he was like really close to me, and then he just walked up forward to get closer to Andrea, so then she walked around the cart, so we had the cart as like a barrier. The guy's like really close, and we're waiting at the self-checkout, like, okay, like, let's just hope this self-checkout hurries up so that we can get out of here. And then he starts talking to us, and he's like, why aren't you going up there? And Andrea's like, because you guys know how it is, like, the self-checkout's here, there's like the aisle for people to walk, and then you kind of wait like this. And she's like, I want people to have room to get through. And he like puts his arms up in the air. He's like, you need to give them this much room. And she's just like, yeah. And he's like, ugh, this is such a weird culture. And we're just like, okay. Very bizarre. And then thankfully the Target app wasn't working, so it took us extra long to check out because we were like scared to leave before him because he was scary. And then we were like, let's check out Half Price Books because it's right here. And we found one book, and then we realized that they had a board game section, and that's when shit really hit the fan, because we did confirm that they do count every single piece in the game to make sure everything's there, and we especially believe it because they do not take open puzzles because they do not want to have to count all the pieces. So that gives us a good indication that they probably actually do count all of the pieces of the board games. So we each bought some games there, and then we proceeded to be like, okay, where are the other Half Price Books? And we went to 4 different locations. I think there is only 6 locations, and we went to 4 out of 6 locations of the Half Price Books this day, just looking for games, and it was so good for the soul. It was so fun. I had an amazing time. We found literally so many gems, so many things that are like difficult to find or out of production, and pretty much everything I got is in like new condition, which is freaking amazing. And I'm just so excited about all of it. I can't wait to get some of these games to the table. And like I said, a lot of the games are things that I have not ever seen in person. I've only seen people like talk about them in videos. And so it was so cool and fun to get to see these like more rare, I guess, games and get the opportunity to purchase them. I got Arkham Horror. I got something with an M. It's the word for butterflies morphing from Caterpillars. I don't know how I feel about the deco over here, but it was a choice and I really committed. So trim the extras, but and then I got 5 games. I think I got something about New York and London. I forget the name of that one. And then I got, I don't remember. Oh, photosynthesis. It's so pretty. So, I don't know. I feel like I don't hate the deco here, but like, I'm going to be printing more days of the week immediately to not have to do it again. Because I don't really love it. I just don't hate it. So yeah, that was amazing, fun, wonderful times. I couldn't tell you what Andrea got because she literally got like 30 games. But I think she will, by the time you guys see this, have a video up on her Life with Dra channel showcasing everything she got. I think I'm gonna use this scene. I do really enjoy that. Probably put it there. I'll do the flat lay at the bottom. Not using the pinata because it reminds me too much of Minecraft or of Fortnite. But yeah. So essentially that day was amazing. Then I came home, worked, watched YouTube, and read more of my book, Rise of Kiyoshi. I did have since finished it, and it was very good. Saturday was my friend Madison's birthday, so I had to mark that, and then we worked. I watched The Fosters, and then I filmed, because I had like an awkward amount of time. I like did everything I had foil pulled for, and then had like an awkward amount of time till we were gonna leave for game night. So I filmed a quick little vid, and then we had game night, we got pizza, and it was fantastic. It was so fun. We played Wingspan Asia, or no, Wingspan not Asia, Wingspan regular, which was our first time playing that one, and it's our first time playing Wingspan with a group of 4, and it was a ton of fun. I think we are fans, even though I hate the bird situation, but the game itself is a lot of fun. I do understand the hype and why so many people love that game. So we played that, and then what did we play after? Oh, I had this idea for us to essentially just, I'm gonna LOL if I had this in here, with him now. We put all of the names of the different characters Andrea has for Dice Thrones in a jar, and then random pulled which one we were gonna play as. And I ended up getting Scarlet Witch, which is who is Andrea's preferred character. Chris got Moon Elf, and I played against Chris because we were sitting across from each other. Andrea got Captain Marvel, and Nick got Black Panther. And honestly, I had a really hard time playing as Scarlet Witch. Of the characters I've played thus far, my favorite is Black Widow, and then Black Panther, and then Scarlet Witch, and then Barbarian. I hated playing as Barbarian. He was not fun at all, but it was really fun to do that. And then we played Azul Queen's Garden. First off, Azul, I have Master Chocolatier, which is essentially just a reskin of the original Azul game. And apparently all of the other Azul games are like different than original Azul, but this Queen's Gardens game was so different than regular Azul, I don't even think it should have the same name. And it was so hard. I think me and Andrea need to play it like on a girls' night, just the 2 of us, to really get our bearings. And we've decided that in the future, we're gonna test out new games on girls' night because it's so much easier and quicker to get through a game with 2 people when you're trying to figure it out. But nonetheless, it was quite fun. And we were gonna play 7 Wonders, but it had ended up taking us like 2 hours, I feel like, to play the Queen's Garden game. So that was that, and I think I said we got pizza. I don't know, the boys got some like meat lovers, and me and Andrea got like a white pizza with onions on it, and then we like bought ricotta at the grocery store and mixed it with like garlic and onion powder and Italian seasoning, and it was scrumptious, and she also made a cake, so we ate that as well. And then Sunday, Andrea and Nick were going to the movies, and before the movie they dropped off the bubble mailers, and girl told me that this was like a third of the mailers. Took up my entire front porch. And I'm just like, okay. So I was shocked by that situation. And then I worked, me and Chris had a date night. We just went to Jack Allen, and it was yummy, and we enjoyed it. I got the nachos, and Chris got a steak salad. Tell me why the salad was $22. I don't freaking know, but it's fine. I'm going to cut off these icons and keep them for my collection because I will definitely use those. Will not use the scripts though, so those can go bye-bye. But yeah. And then came home, and I was like 60% done with my book, and I was like, I want to finish this today. And so I made that my goal, and I read like 120, 30 pages of my book, finished her, and she was fantastic, like I said. Really loved it. And yeah, I think I need to do corners on one more box. So I'm just gonna do them on this box, why not? Doot, doot, doot. And then we'll do these all on these boxes. And then that will be the entirety of the base, which is like my longest base in a while. And then we'll get into the day by day. Okay, this base is so pretty. I am gonna just pop in my little sidebar thingamabob. I don't remember the name of this shop, but it just says self-love is not selfish. It has like the hot pink on it, so whenever I use a kit with that color, I tend to grab that, as well as I have one that's like got blue on it. So if I use a very blue kit, I just pull that for the sidebar because it does not match a lot. You guys know the deal. We pull our 5 little things for the sidebar. And that's the setup for that. Okay. So I am using the mini icons in Gold Hollow here. And the Payday script, this is font choice 4 in Lime. And then we've got the mail from the mini icons, and then P.O. Drop. This is from my custom multi. That's the April font of the month. Then we have the grocery cart from the mini icons, as well as the grocery script. Oh my god, you guys didn't tell me I was out of frame. In font 6 in Lime. And then for McDonald's, we've got the hash brown from SPC, as well as the McDonald's script from my custom multi in Gold Hollow. And then I do have the camera, as well as the film script from my custom multi in the April font of the month in Gold Hollow. Then down here, we're gonna mark that I had a bit of a planning session poo. We will use this. And I've worked. Where is those little roundy doodads? Chris and I went for a bit of a walk, and then I was a grumpy gal. Bit of a walk, and then for being a grump. Who's this? Okay, so for planning, I've got the planner from the doodle sheet, and then a plan script from my custom multi that is on the April font of the month sampler. We've got the a retro looking computer from the doodles, and then a work script in font 6 in Lime. This needs to go the other way. Classic me. Wouldn't be a video these days if I don't put something down wrong. I feel like that's just me. I've got this like vanilla from Papershire walking on a walk, so I'm gonna do that. And then I have a custom training script in gold. And then for being grumpy, I've got this technically me because it has brown eyes, but it's the Lottie eye roll, as well as a grumpy bitch script in font choice 4. Tuesday, the first thing I'm gonna mark is working. And then that I watched The Fosters. I can't tell. It fits. Okay. So for work, I've got the laptop from the doodles, as well as a work script from the April font of the month sampler in Gold Hollow. And for the Fosters, I've got the TV from the doodle sampler, as well as a custom The Fosters in font choice 6. Then I was grumpy again. Hee hee hee. And I had a YouTube binge. And I read. I don't want to use, even though the hot pink would go next, I don't want to use 2 big hot pinks on the same day, so I'm just going to switch to the green. So for being grumpy, I've got that same Lottie with her eyes rolled, and a grumpy bitch from my shop in font 4. We've got the movie clapper from the mini icons, as well as YouTube binge in font 4 in Lime. And then for reading, we've got the book stack from the doodle sampler, as well as read from the April font of the month sampler in Gold Hollow. Wednesday, I'm gonna need my pen. It's the first bit of pen for the week. The first thing I will be marking is that it was Hazel's birthday, which means I'm gonna use the hot pink. I feel like that's very cute for her. And then I will mark laundry and Sonic and work. then this is the lime pattern. Okay, so for Hazel's birthday, I've got the birthday cake mini icon. I'm just gonna write in Hazel. Okay, and then for laundry, I've got the mini laundry icon in gold hollow, as well as laundry in font choice 5 in lime. And for Sonic, we've got the fast food mini icon, as well as a Sonic custom in font choice 5 unfoiled. And then for working, I've got the retro computer from SPC, as well as a work script from the April font of the month sampler. Then I will be marking that we got dinner with Bennett, went to Hibachi, and then we came back and we played Candyland with him. Gonna use this, and then we had a game night, a girly game night. Okay, so for dinner, I've got the like takeout box from SPC. For Candyland, I've got the Candyland piece from SPC. And then for game night, I've got the custom me and Andrea scribblers, as well as the game night from my custom multi. So let's write in with A and B, and then with Bennett. Super cute. And that's the first half of the week. On to the second portion. The first thing we did this day was a big fat clean. A big fatty cleaning day, cleaning morning. So we'll pop this in and then work. Perfect. So for cleaning, we've got this little dusting thing, and then me and Chris did it together. So I'm just gonna use the with Chris because I didn't have a clean script in the right color. And then for working, we've got the silhouette from SPC, as well as the work script from the April font of the month sampler. Then down here, I'm gonna mark that I had a YouTube binge. I was sad. We got Whataburger. And I watched The Fosters. Okay. So first things first, the YouTube binge. I've got the YouTube laptop from the Doodle sampler, as well as a YouTube binge from my custom multi. For being sad, I've got this sad looking vanilla from Papershire, as well as a sad bitch script from my custom multi. Then we have the takeout bag from the Doodle sampler and a custom Whataburger script in font choice 6. And then we have the TV from the Little Things mini icons and a custom The Fosters in font choice 6 unfoiled. Up here, the first thing I'm going to mark is bowling with Andrea. And then we went to Target and did board game shopping. Did the board game shopping. Cute. Okay, so for bowling, I literally took this bowling pin from the bowling kit that I used because I didn't have anything else to mark it. And then I custom with Andrea from my custom multi. And then I took the shopping bag from the icon sampler, the Doodle sampler, and then a Target custom in font choice 5. For board game shopping, we've got the board game board from SPC, as well as a shopping script in font 6 in lime. And then when we came home, we worked. And I had a YouTube binge, and then I read. YouTube binge, I'm gonna use this for read. Okay, so for working, we've got a laptop from SPC, as well as work from the April font of the month sampler. And then I do have the movie clapper icon, as well as the YouTube binge script from my custom multi. For reading, I've got the book stack from SPC, as well as a read script, and this is on the 2023 font sampler, or script sampler, and that's in lime. The first thing to mark on Saturday would be Madison's birthday. I'm gonna use the light pink to mark that. And then for work, we will use this. then I watched The Fosters. I'm actually gonna switch this for hot pink, just because I want to use the hot pink flag, right? I saw that available. I don't really love this light pink. I'd rather use hot pink. So that's fine, no biggie. Just switch them on out. Cool. So for Madison's birthday, I have the present from the mini icon sampler, and we'll write in Madison. And then for working, I have this little Maru from Papershire, as well as work from the April Font of the Month sampler in Gold Hollow. Then for the Fosters, I've got the Hulu laptop from SPC, as well as a custom The Fosters script in font choice 6. That'll be for marking my quick little filming, and then the hot pink for game night, and then I can use this label down here to mark the pizza. Perfect. So for filming, we've got the camera from the mini icons sheet, and then I got film, font choice 6 in gold. And then for game night, we've got the die from SPC, as well as the game night from my custom multi. And then for pizza, I've got a gold pizza icon from the shop, and I'm just gonna write in pizza. And then on Sunday, the first thing I'm gonna mark is the wild abundance of mallards that got dropped off at my doorstep. And then I worked. So for the mallards, I have this like, oh my god face from Papershire, and I'm just gonna write in mallards. And then for working, we've got the printer from SPC, as well as the work script from the April Font of the Month sampler in Gold Hollow. And then Chris and I had a date night. So I'm gonna use this to mark that, and I have to then put in for reading. I don't really have the color that I want for that. Sure. In a flag formation, so I guess I can probably just throw this in here. Yeah, why not? That looks way better. So for date night, I've got the fork and knife from SPC, as well as the date night from the 2023 script sampler in lime. And then for reading, we've got the book stack from SPC, as well as a read script from the April Font of the Month sampler in Gold Hollow. And that's everything. Now let's zoom out and I'll show you what's going into my D-stash. Okay, here she is. Here is this half as well as this half. Oh, it looks so good. And then into the D-stash, we've got some of the pattern, a lot of the solid, a bunch of little things, a bunch of stuff on there, a full box, rounded boxes, a bunch of scripts, some deco, some headers, another full box, some movie marquees, full box, and a couple of underlays. But that is everything, guys. If you liked this video, then give it a thumbs up. If you did not, then well, give it a thumbs down. Either way, you're helping out my channel. Comment down below, subscribe if you have not already, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.